everybody, I'm Rachel Brady and I vlog and blog about family, food and home. This is Stanley and today I thought I would record a Stanley 7-month update. So if that sounds interesting, then keep on watching. So guys, hi to my people who already know me, and if you don't already know me, I'll just briefly introduce myself. I'm Rachel, I'm 39. This is Stan, he's my almost 7-month-old. I've also got Arthur, who is 8, and Beatrix, who is 6. We live in the Peak District where we've renovated an old farmhouse. And yeah, I'm a stay-at-home, kind of work-at-home mum. And today, I thought I would do a little update on what me and Stanley have kind of been feeling like and doing and all that type of stuff. So it's a mum and baby update. I've been a bit kind of crap recently with uploading. I would love nothing more than to keep to my old video schedule of 3 a week, but it became a little bit unrealistic, but I'm trying to get back into it, so my apologies for being a bit absent. If you do want to kind of hang out and stuff, I'm always on Instagram, so come and check me out over there at Mrs. Rachel Brady. Dan is 7 months, I think. I find it so hard tracking their age. I'm so bad at maths. I'm like counting the weeks and stuff. He is 7 months on Thursday and today it's Friday, so he's like, we're in the final week of him being 6 months, if that makes sense. And so developmentally, you may notice throughout this video, he is all about the, I'm not even going to do it because he'll copy me, the raspberries. I'm amazed that he's not just doing it non-stop. I had a video call with someone yesterday and it was really ridiculous because he just raspberried the whole way through and we were laughing, but I was like, this is ridiculous, I need to talk. Yeah, he raspberries all the time. It's a little bit like early language development, I suppose, isn't it? So he's just like, look at what I can do. So yeah, he is rolling over. I put him down the other day and he just started to roll, and I came back in the room and he rolled over. So that makes me more cautious now about putting him on the bed. Well, there's no point in showing you, it's just a big mess, but I put him on the bed a lot, but now I kind of build a castle around him in cushions. Also, he sits up really nicely now, so he sits up, but I wouldn't leave him sitting up without cushions all around because he falls over all the time. Much to Arthur's amusement, we play baby left, baby right quite a lot. And in the bath, he now will not use his his reclined, like curved, ergonomic kind of John Lewis baby seat, baby bath thing. He sits up, but it's much easier to keep him sitting up at the minute because he's just getting those core muscles. He sits up and his back, when he's sitting up, I mean, the posture of a baby is just so wonderful, isn't it, to look at and learn from. I mean, we're so slumpy, aren't we, as adults? He sits up lovely now. But again, yeah, not without cushions all around him. He is eating 3 solid meals a day. He's still on his formula obviously as well, till I think it's till they're 1, isn't it? They have formula. So we get up in the morning at 7, although sometimes it's more like 6:30, 6. We get up and he has some formula. I'll link to my 6-month routine video below if you're interested in that, because we're still pretty much in that routine. And then he has either Weetabix or like baby porridge. I tried, because baby porridge is so processed, isn't it? And I tried him on normal porridge and I just think he finds it a little bit too lumpy still. I'm a baby led weaning wuss. I missed that. I missed out on that with my first 2, the whole kind of trend and movement towards that. But I'm just like, I'm all about the purees. I don't mind giving him some lumpy purees, and I will also give him a bit of soft like bread and butter to play with, or even just like one of those Heinz biscottis, which are really good practice just for him picking things up and mushing them. Yeah, so he'll have Weetabix or like baby porridge for breakfast, and then for lunch he has at 11:30 he will have whatever we had for dinner the night before whizzed up. So I make most things from scratch, like pretty much everything from scratch. So it might be spaghetti bolognese, or it might be pasta or some other pasta dish. I'm doing a lot of dishes in my Instant Pot at the minute, so or fish pie, or it might be just anything really, as long as it's got chilies, or I don't season anything as I'm cooking it now because he will have it after. And then I've cut right back on I thought, oh, I'm giving him too much dessert at one point. I was giving him like little apple puree pots and little baby yogurts. So I tried to just give him dessert once a day. And then he has his tea at 4:30. Oh, he has a little cup of just like filtered water. I don't do the cooled boiled water anymore because He's picking stuff up off the floor and shoving it in his gob all the time. We've got 2 cats and a dog, and our house is not like a germ-free zone, but I actually think that's quite good for them. I don't sterilise his bottles anymore. Yeah, so he has his tea at 4:30. I'm digressing again. And then he still has a 7 o'clock bottle. We're trying to knock off the 11 o'clock bottle, a 2:30 bottle, a kind of 6 o'clock bedtime bottle. So he has 4 bottles a day, and they're all about 200 ml, so he has about 800 ml of milk as well. Like I say, he has water out of a cup. I don't do cooled boiled, it's just filtered. We don't go to baby groups or anything yet. Every week I think, oh, I'll go to that, but it's my 3rd baby, so in that kind of needing to make mum friends to all talk about what types of poo they're doing. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. That was me when I had my 1st and even my 2nd, but I don't kind of have that requirement for me now, because I've got so many lovely mummy friends, and I kind of know what I'm doing because it's my 3rd, although you never stop learning as a mother. I 100% believe that. But I fully recognise that he will want to be socialising and stuff maybe in a couple of months. Like, I tend to just kind of bring him around the house while I'm doing housework, or he just comes out and about with me, you know, dog walks and things like that, or he'll just, I do my work when he's asleep. I have 1 childcare day a week. My mum has him. He's very tolerant at the minute of just kind of doing baby type, like sitting in his jumperoo or sitting in a cushion area on the bed with lots of things to play with. But yeah, I recognise that he'll want to socialise more soon, so we will get on some baby groups and stuff in a couple of months probably. Oh yeah, he's not cut any teeth, by the way. He's very, very drooly, and we're going through a lot of dribble bibs, but he's not cut any teeth yet. Yeah, sleeping through the night. So last night, really good night. He didn't even stir or chatter or anything in the night, which he does. He slept through till I think it was about 6:30. We put him down. Last night he went to bed at 6:30 because he was sat with Adam and he just passed out. Normally I try and put him down at like 7. So at the minute he still has a morning nap, and he has that about 9:15 till about 10. So I give him about 30 to 45 minutes. Then he goes down for his bedtime, lunchtime nap at 12, and he sleeps till 2:30. If that nap goes wrong, and it does occasionally, or if we're out and about and he just wakes up and he doesn't want to go back down, then I'll give him a micro nap at about 4, and I literally let him close his eyes for like 15 minutes. And so he is sleeping through. So if you follow me on Insta, you will have been there for me during his 4-month sleep regression, which was really tough. I'm an intermittent insomniac anyway, and my mental health is very closely tied with like the quality of sleep that I'm getting. So that's why I'm such a routine mom, because I really believe it's a huge contributor to like them sleeping well. So yeah, he's doing really well. He's sleeping through the night, which is amazing, and I'm feeling really good. So, but we have had loads. What he has been doing, he wakes up at like 4:30, 5 most nights I would say, and he chatters, and I can just hear him chattering. His room is just like next door but one. I can just hear him chattering. So I'll get up and I go in and I put the dummy in, and he's starting to not always do that now, which is great, because I was just having this broken sleep all the time. Because when I wake up and put his dummy in, I find it hard to go back to sleep. That said, he's not fully awake, he just like chatters a bit. So he is sleeping through the night the vast majority of the time, and last night he even didn't wake up to chatter, which is great. Like I say, he's sleeping through, and that has made me feel $1 million, and like I can actually start doing YouTube videos again and like putting a bit more in my schedule, because we all know, look, if you slept well, you can kind of conquer the world, but if you've not, then like everything else just falls apart, doesn't it? Because you're just so unmotivated, it's really hard. So I went through all that for at least a month when he was 4 months old, when he was waking up a couple of times in the night. What I did, I used the core method, which is I just didn't feed him in the night, because I knew he was getting more than enough in the day. And so what I did, I would just settle him with his dummy and put him back again, and it seemed to just work. So I might do a separate longer video on that, because I'm no expert, but it's just what worked for us. So yeah, my mental health is absolutely great, but I went through a real dip at probably around 5 months when I just had this like unbroken sleep for a really long time. I even googled kind of, can you have postnatal depression? I knew deep down it wasn't that bad, but I felt really crap. And so at that point as well, I actually I had been drinking alcohol again intermittently, but I actually recently decided to go alcohol free again. I want to do a separate video about that because it's been really good for me going alcohol free again. So I'm doing really well. I put too much pressure on myself recently. I'm going to pop him just down here for a sec to I put a bit too much pressure on myself at one point recently, and you may have seen that on Instagram, and I also wrote a blog about it, about losing baby weight and getting loads of stuff done and doing my digital mums course, which I'm doing, and as well as doing video content. And I took a massive step back and was just like, stop putting pressure on yourself. So one quick last thing that I was going to talk about as well is the decision. I'm sorry in a way to say that we're not going to have any more babies. So, oh, that's a momentous one. We don't think we're going to have any more babies. We've made a decision on it. Adam was like, no. I was like, I know rationally it's a really good decision, so we can kind of take our lives forward and make plans with the kids we've got, and we're so blessed, and you don't want to kind of just keep asking for more from the universe, you know what I mean by that. So got rid of loads of baby stuff, couldn't be bothered to sell it all. It's like you need like a week off work to like sell all the stuff and barter with people and all that stuff. So I gave it to a friend who is going to make the most of it, and she gave it to her friend and a sister-in-law, some other bits and bobs. And yeah, I feel like, I'm sure you guys understand if you're in a similar position, like sad, because I always thought 4 kids would be absolutely amazing. And I've got like names that I want to use and stuff, but I'm not going to do it because we're so lucky, and I feel like we had to just get rid of stuff and make that decision. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that kind of chatty update about me and Stan. So that's all guys, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know where you and your baby are up to if you have a baby. And yeah, that's all for now. Bye. Oh, remember to hit subscribe and also to hit the alarm bell if you want to be alerted every time I've uploaded. Bye. Yes. See what I mean? Yes.